Dang.
I was trying to turn around.
Dude, holy crap.
Those long legs, man. They got crazy slide tackling on it, too. Jeez, there's so many. Oh!
Oh,
Oh!
in there.
Are you kidding?
All types of save keepers make, but that's really important. Look how close the striker gets.
Ah, that was going in.
I went on him.
Maybe a little bit further back because it kind of.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh! That was
Oh,
like
third time's a
3
charm.
monstrous chances. Oh my gosh.
He couldn't do anything about it.
Yeah. Hey everyone, this is Lesky here, back to another FIFA 21 Pro Clubs player build for you guys today. And in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys my second CDM build that I have been trying out. This time, it's more of a beastly CDM rather than my 6-foot CDM that was kind of fast. This one he's slower obviously because he's a huge tank. He's 6'4", 174 pounds. So saying that, let's go straight to the athletic page, even though I already told y'all the height and weight. But as you guys can see, I'm 6'4", 174 pounds. Just make sure you are on the low side of 6'4", because if you go any higher, it will change your stats. If you go to 6'5" or 6'6", it will change. So just make sure you're on the lower side of 6'4" like that, because if you go anything higher, on the higher side of 6'4", it'll just make your acceleration, your agility, your sprint speed a little bit less, so you don't really want that. So you're going to want low side of 6'4" and 174 pounds, and that'll get you to the spot you want it, if I can get it. Just make sure you're doing it like me, like that, and then there you go. Alright, so that's it for the athletic page. Now let's go to the skill tree, and I can show you guys what traits I have put on this build. Alright guys, over here on the playstyle screen, as you guys can see, I call this CDM the Gladiator build. Don't know why, but he is a beast, and he goes in hard for his tackles, which is why I called it that, I guess. And this build is mainly, strictly just focused on defense. I don't think I have had a build that straight focuses on defense as much as this one does. I didn't boost the dribbling very much. I didn't boost the passing. I tried to boost the pace as much as I possibly could, being 6'4", 174 pounds. But y'all will see as we go on. So on to the physical page, which might be the most important page for this CDM build, because physical is a very huge stat to have for a CDM. It highly affects your CDM's rating too, I believe. The physical and defending mostly, and then also I believe the passing would affect the CDM rating the most also. So on this physical page, as you would think, I pretty much almost have every single thing on the physical page except for the solid player, which is pretty useless. I would never use that. And then the stamina advanced focus. Since I already have 93 stamina, there's really no point of losing 1 stamina and gaining, or losing 1 strength and gaining 3 stamina for 3 skill points. So I have those 2 off, and everything else I have on. So let's look at these. Let's look further into these physical stats. I have 93 jumping, 89 strength, 90 reactions, 88 aggression, and 93 stamina. Like, that is all very top stats for physical. You're at 6'4" and 93 jumping, you're pretty much not going to lose a header anywhere in the field. You're going to win every single header. 93 stamina, probably won't run out of stamina, and then if you do, towards the end, you have the second wind in the 75th minute, the second wind trait, which is clutch, because as a CDM, you're probably going to be running all over the place in the midfield. 89 strength, tried to get it to 90, but I just don't think it's possible unless you make them a little heavier or something, or maybe even taller. But that's pretty much the max you can get at this height and weight. 90 reactions, that's incredible. That's a really good base stat for CDMs. And then 88 aggression is also extremely good. So those stats right there will help a lot for defense. And then just your physical prowess, obviously, in the midfield, just controlling the midfield and bossing all the little guys that are trying to steal the ball from you. You can just press LT and then shove them off you. It's awesome. So now going to the defending, moving on from physical, as you guys would think, I have a lot of upgrades on defending. So basically, I just have these first 3 rows, nice and simple. I'm just going to go like this, and then it will basically give all your defensive stats over 91, which is kind of what you're wanting, especially if this is solely focused on defending. Other than the defensive awareness, which is a base stat, which is still really high because it's a CDM base stat, it's 87, so it's very good. And then 91 slide tackling and 91 stand tackling to keep that even and balanced, and then 92 interceptions. I am a big fan of those defensive stats, and as you guys can see in some of the clips that I will be showing you guys, sliding with this guy with the 91 slide tackling and then having those big long legs at 6'4" is so overpowered and it's so fun to use. So that's it for the defending, guys, and now we're going to move on to the dribbling. As you guys can see, it's a little bit different from some of my other setups I have on my other builds, but I didn't go for the 5-star skills. I just went with the 4-star skills with this build since you only have 74 agility, 82 balance, not the craziest dribbling stats because you are a really tall CDM, so your stats aren't going to be very good at dribbling. You're not going to want to be dribbling too much with this build, so I just went with the 4-star skills. Didn't go with the 5, not trying to do anything complex. And then I also added this ball control focus because without it, you have 79 dribbling, 84 ball control, which isn't good enough for me. I want at least 80 dribbling, so I'm going to bump that up for 2 skill points and get 80 dribbling and 86 ball control, which is a lot better than what you had. And then I'll have the flare trait on this build as well. If you want to go with only 3-star skill moves, you can definitely do that. And I just went with the flare because I really like flare trait, especially playing as a midfielder. Going on to passing. As a passer in this game, that I really like passing and just getting assists in this game. Most of my builds are evolved around at least getting the swerve pass. But this particular build, I had to switch it up and be a little bit different because of how tall I am and big I am with this build. As you guys can see, going over to the pace, we needed all that pace to get that speed, even though he's still not very fast. So that took up a ton of skill points. So something had to go. And I decided for once in one of my builds take off the swerve pass and see how it works. So just add a little bit of passing. So I went with 1 short passing, another 1 short passing, another 1 short passing. So that'll get you up to 86 short passing, and then plus 1 long passing, and then this last long passing right here is only 1 skill point, but it gives you plus 2 long passing. So that'll get you to 87 long passing and 86 short passing, which is not bad. You have 89 vision, which makes up a lot for the lower passing stats, even though 87 long pass and 86 short pass is not bad at all. So it's really not bad at all. You just don't have crazy curve, I guess, because you are a CDM. And yeah, I just don't have the swerve pass, really. Other than that, it's actually pretty solid passing. So now moving on to the shooting. I think this might be my first build I've never had any shooting. My other CDM build, I may have put 0 shooting on, but I'm not too sure. Again, this is solely focused on playing defense and just being a beast in the midfield, dominating the midfield. So I'm having no shooting. And like I said, the same thing with the passing, which is why I didn't do the swerve pass. We had to save skill points for the pace, so we had to go no shooting. I would have loved to go power header because you are an aerial threat, 6'4", 93 jumping, and let's see, 80 heading accuracy. The power header could be huge, but then again, it costs a ton of skill points because you have to get all this other stuff along with it. So it's just not feasible to do with this build that I'm trying to get with all this pace. So that moves on. Now we're going to move on to the pace. But then again, let me just tell you guys, with shooting, the shooting is honestly not too bad. I've had volleys, even though the 71 volleys, I've had a crazy volley like from a full RBX cross, and it goes in. Finishing on this game, sometimes the stats seem a little weird. Like you could have like 70 finishing and your guy will just rocket a shot in. But then other times you'll have like 90 finishing and your guy will just completely shank something wide. So I don't really get it. It's kind of inconsistent sometimes. But nonetheless, we have nothing on shooting, like I said. So we're going over to passing now, or pace now, sorry. And this is the last section. We have the pace fully blasted and maxed out. So this will get us to 76 acceleration, 82 sprint speed, which isn't fast by any means, don't get me wrong, but it's not really slow either, especially for being 6'4". You have those long legs to cover ground, and I don't know, 82 sprint speed, you can get up to speed, and you can low-key chop some people down, and then once you get close to them, just spam LT or B, and make sure you're grabbing them, and like your physical, those high physical stats will come into play, and you'll be able to push them off the ball and just get in front of them. Their speed won't have any factor just because of how strong you are compared to them and your aggression. So yeah, other than that, guys, this build is actually very fun to use. I would like to see y'all try it out and put in the comments and let me know what y'all think of this build. I'm gonna have some other builds coming out, so stay tuned for that in the future. Don't forget to hit a like on this video if you enjoyed watching this, and if you want to hit that subscribe button on my channel, I would really appreciate that as well. Thank you guys for watching this, and stay tuned for the 1 or 2 clips at the end of this video, and y'all have a great rest of y'all's day.
Oh my gosh. Honest Meg 2021. Holy crap, dude. He did not see that coming.
Oh man, that's awesome. I love those.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out!
I literally just slammed him down, bro. Oh my gosh. And then we scored.
What?
No way.
Body slammed him.
Oh my gosh. The guy's like 89 strength, but jeez, I did not expect that.